Welcome to our program on Kardec Radio.
Hello dear friends, welcome back to Spiritism and the Media here on Kardec Radio. Today I'd like to bring a text from the book Happy Life by Joana de Angelis, channeled by Divaldo Franco. Usually I bring this book at the end of our meetings, of our studies here, but today I would like to bring it first because it's an important message that I think we can connect to our daily activities when we are talking about media. So it's number 179. So let's read. Coveting other people's assets is a widespread evil. Slowly people grow dissatisfied, coveting what does not belong to them or what they do not really need. If only everyone were satisfied with what they have, life would be richer with beauty and experience. There is a widely spread false idea of happiness nowadays, known as keeping up with the Joneses. Everybody wants what their neighbor has, and the imitation of fantasies and chimeras produced by their imagination has become their goal. Those who cannot keep up with the Joneses feel rejected and unhappy. Don't covet anything anybody has. Seek self-realization and enjoy peace. So this is a very strong message for us to think about and to try to check that with our behaviors in our daily lives. Because why I think we can connect that with media, because first, today it's easier for us to compare ourselves to other people's life than it was in the past. First, we have, for example, TV shows that show the life of the famous around us, show their lives in many different places of the world, places that we didn't even imagine existed in the past. Today it's easy to get information from those places and from those people. And for us, in our mind, it's very easy for us to compare ourselves. So compare, okay, that person is having that kind of life and I'm not. So I think I should have, or I think I deserve that. That's a thought that I think everybody had at least once in their lives. And we can also compare that with social media, because if we see on TV, on the newspapers, on the magazines, especially those magazines that talked about the lifestyle of famous people, they may be very distant from us. We may say, okay, but that person is a TV artist and I'm not, so okay, that person may have that good life because it's very distant from me. But if you think about social media, we are comparing ourselves to people that we know. If we have our friends, if we connect to our friends online, we may be seeing them posting the pictures from their vacations, from their daily activities, and we may think, okay, they are having that and I'm not. I think I needed that. So that's one of the points that Joana de Angelis is seeing here, that by doing that, we become dissatisfied with the life that we have. That's one point, because we need to know that God gives us the life that we need, the opportunities that we need at the time that we need. So if I am having a life now, it's because God allowed me to have this life. There's something I need to learn with the difficulties that I have. Is something that I need to learn also with the opportunities, the good opportunities that I have. Because we study, when we read the Gospel according to Spiritism, we see that both poverty and wealthy, they both can be trials and challenges for us. It doesn't mean that because a person has money, that life is easy. There are many challenges that come with the money. At the same time, there are many challenges that come with poverty. So we need to have that in mind. It's a good advice for us to go to the Gospel according to Spiritism, to read those lessons when we are thinking about those topics. And what else Joanna de Angelis is saying is that we are widespreading evil. And why does she say that? Because we know that every time we have a thought, we are creating actually those vibrations in our mind and sending that out there. We talked about that many times here. So if I am comparing myself to another person and thinking that I deserve that and that person doesn't deserve that lifestyle or something material that the person has, I am sending those vibrations to that person. So it's not doing good for that person, it's not doing good to myself, because I am attracting other spirits, other vibrations that are connected to that. So it's very important for us to have that in mind. That first, by doing that, by comparing our lives and wanting what we do not have in other people's life, we are spreading that evil thoughts, we are spreading bad energy out there. And the other one is that it's not good to us. It's not good to us. We may live all the life complaining, and when we go to the other side, we will see that actually we had a life that we needed. Many times we had a life that we asked to have, we begged to have before reincarnating. So let's focus on our own life. We can see other people's life. Yes, we can see the beauty they have. We can see all the good things they have. Yes, it's good for us to do that, but it's not good for us to envy that. So let's try to change every time that thought comes to our mind, because I'm not saying that the thought is not going to come, it comes. But let's try to change that. It's a daily exercise, it's a difficult exercise, but it's something that we can try. And by reading the gospel, as I said, by reading this book, Happy Life, and many other books, uplifting books, they help us to change our mind and to change our thoughts. And as I brought now the book Happy Life here in the beginning, I'm bringing this other book for us at the end of our study here. The book Living and Loving, also by Joanna de Angelis, through the medium through the medium Divaldo Pereira Franco. I'm opening it randomly here. So we have here number 3, Silence and Conscience. So Joanna de Angelis is saying, try to keep your spiritual awareness either awake or during sleep. Plunge your mind into the essential aims of your existence and ward off your troubles so that you may channel all your efforts into achieving the inner peace you need. Whenever his sacred deeds were finished, Jesus would move away from the insatiable multitude that surrounded him and retreat into silence, seeking attunement with God through prayer. Thank you so much for your company. May God bless all of us. See you next week.